Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this Samsung Galaxy S20 G981U, alright, SM-G981U. Alright, we're going to be replacing the charge port in here because it's having issues charging. It works fine with a wireless charger, so this is what we got, alright, came with all this stuff. Technically, all we're going to need is the charge port. I have my own tools to do all this stuff, but I can go ahead and use like some of these tools. Okay, so give me a second. Alright, so anyways, first thing we gotta do is remove the SIM card if it's in the way. So we have this little SIM eject tool it came with, so push that into there. That comes out. Obviously you want to turn off your phone as well. If you don't know how to do that, you press and hold this button along with the volume down button, and then it'll give you the options to reset and power off the phone. Okay, so I don't know if the customer was trying to peel this off before because the bottom cover is coming out already on its own. All right, this tool or this replacement thing came with this tool as well, so this thin little metal tool. Okay, so technically this metal tool is very similar to the tool I like to use, which is like this, but this is a bit more stiff. All right, this is a bit more bendy. Okay, anyways, yeah. All right, so what are we going to do next is we're going to go ahead and remove the bottom cover. Some people like to use heat. I like to use isopropyl alcohol, but again, it's already kind of coming out as you can see. But usually what I do, if you want to see, I made a video of the S22 Ultra. You get a little isopropyl alcohol. If you have like a little dripper or syringe, you put a little in the little crevice here, and then you just slowly pull on it, and then you'll see the alcohol kind of seep into the crack, and that's how you know that you're getting the adhesive separated. So again, the customer, I don't know what they used to take it apart, but you can see it's kind of coming out already, and it's very goopy. So I don't know, but it is already coming apart without me having to do the isopropyl alcohol. So we're just gonna slowly, carefully peel this up. You want to do this very slowly. Don't just try and rip it out quickly, because if you go quickly, you can crack this. This is glass, okay? So there we go. We got this piece out. Okay, next thing we gotta do is get underneath here. We're gonna remove all these little screw portions. I'm not sure if we're gonna have to remove everything, but we're gonna have to remove this piece here. This piece is the wireless charger, and it's held down with adhesive. Okay, so you can see here how it's kind of pulling up. Okay, we're gonna have to get underneath there and peel this away. The problem is they designed this to where it has some somewhat sharp edges here or corners, and those somewhat sharp corners make it to where if you're not careful you can actually tear it. So let me get a thumbnail here real quick. There we go. Okay, so what you do is you go slowly, carefully under here. Okay, and it comes with this little plastic tool that you can kind of use to help get under there. Okay, so you get under there and kind of just wiggle it. If you want, you can use a little isopropyl alcohol to help with this as well. Okay, but I'm gonna just slowly try and work my way underneath, slowly kind of wiggling this. All right. And let's see, we might be able to just work our way from up here first. Okay, so this side is also, I might want to check a few things before I just go and rip this thing out. Okay, give me a second, I'll be back. Apparently this model's a little bit different, so we're gonna have to see what's going on. All right, you're gonna be using a PH0 or JIS0 screwdriver to remove these screws here. For some reason the thing doesn't even come with that screwdriver, so I'm going to use my own. Okay, so let's go ahead and, oh, actually it did come with it. Here we go. All right, so I'll use this just so you can kind of see using the toolkit. I'm going to take out all the screws just in case, but we'll see. We might not even have to remove all these, but this screwdriver, okay, I'm going to actually use my own screwdriver because it's more comfortable. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and switch over. Okay, and you want to keep all the screws in order because they are different size, shape, and lengths. All right, if you mix them up, you can damage the device. All right, so the way I do that is I put them flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern I remove them. All right, if this video helps you out, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, so it looks like they put some double-sided adhesive or something to hold it back, because there's double-sided adhesive stuck where the parts are coming out from. Okay, so we got all those. We gotta get these guys. Okay. Right, and this one. Right, and then we got these three. Okay, be careful not to drop the screws inside the phone. Alright. Oops. Knocked it over. Alright, all these screws seem to be about the same size, but it's always a good idea to keep them in order just in case. Okay, I hope this charge port is right because there are different models for these things, okay? So we got all of that out, it seems. Alright, let's go ahead and get the screws from down here out as well. Hopefully they don't have any hidden screws underneath the adhesive, because usually this adhesive is going to have to come out, but we'll see. Alright. Okay, get all these screws out. And we got 3 more over here. Okay, 1, 2, and the last one here, 3. Okay, so now we got all the screws out. Let's see if we can pop this top portion up. Okay, you can see it's kind of wiggling, so we should be able to pop this out. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna get under from here. Let's see where we can get underneath. Okay, we can lift this portion out. So it looks like we can get this portion out without getting this out. Give me a second, I'm getting a call. All right, I'm back, sorry about that. So anyways, you can see this peels up. So we're gonna have to very carefully peel this away from over here as well. So if you go very slow and you keep underneath it, you can see how I have my fingernail underneath pulling, then you'll be okay. Be careful not to just rip it out, okay? So we're gonna carefully peel this thing up. Okay, just like that. And you can see now we have this out. I don't know if there's any screws hidden under there or anything. But normally you can also pop this piece out. Okay, so let's see, where is, okay, this is the battery connector here, sorry. So here's the battery, we're gonna get underneath and pop this up. Okay, so if you pop this up, once you pop this out, you should see that you won't be able to turn the phone back on. Okay, so we're gonna press and hold the power button just to make sure. It's always a good idea after disconnecting the power button to hold it for about 15 seconds to drain any residual power. Okay. So this makes it a lot safer to work on. It's not as important for phones, but I mean, it's only 15 seconds. So just take those few seconds, hold the power button down, and save yourself any risk of damage. Okay, so there we go. I wonder if this will pop out or if there's some hidden screws under. No, there might be a hidden screw under here. So carefully peel this away. Okay. Actually, I don't think there is a hidden screw. Why is it so hard to pull this out? Yep, I don't see a hidden screw under here. So it's just being difficult just to be difficult. Anyways, we got this. This is the wireless charger. You can see the little contact pads that make contact under here. You see the little things under where the battery go. Okay, so we're gonna set that aside. We don't need to mess around with that. And then we're gonna start disconnecting these cables because they might be connected under here. So let's go ahead and pop that up. Again, I just used my fingernail. You can use the little plastic tool, but I just used my fingernail because that's what I got on hand and it works better. All right, so now let's see if we can pop this up. This piece is being a pain. Oh, wait, is there a screw hidden there? I think there might be a screw hidden here. Is that a screw? What is that? Why is there a little arrow pointing there? I can't tell. Let's try. No, that's not a screw. What is that? There's nothing there. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and get under and keep trying to pull this up. It's stuck for some reason. Wow, why is this stuck so hard? What? Do we need to pop from this side? Wow, okay. I don't know, this piece is really stuck in there. It should just let you pop this out. I don't know if there's some kind of like release mechanism in here. Why is there an arrow there? I don't think that's gonna do anything. Yeah, nope, popping in there is doing nothing. So I guess we probably just need to use more force, or let's see, pull this up and let's see if I can push it out this way, okay? Because it might be tucked underneath. Come on. Yep, okay. So pulling this out that way as I'm kind of lifting up, you can see this is kind of coming out now. So you kind of wiggle it and pull it out. Oh, there's adhesive stuck to it. Okay, so there we go. We got this piece out. Okay, now we got this. So underneath, let's see, is this board the same? So this is the replacement. How did they close this box? What? The heck is this? It's trapped in here. We can't get it out. What? What is this box? How do you open this thing? Okay, maybe you push here. Okay, it has a little lip here, so I'm going to push here and pull up. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here is the replacement port. Is it the same? I have no clue. Let's see. It looks like this. Okay, it looks similar enough. So let's see. There's a few holes here. There's 3 screws on this one and then a screw mount. So it looks like we'll go ahead and we actually didn't even need to pop these out. So we can go ahead and pop these connectors back down. Sorry for the confusion. Okay, pop that back in, pop that back down. So you don't have to take any of this out. That makes it a lot easier. We're gonna go ahead and pop this portion up and pop this portion up. Okay, so only 2 connectors here, very simple. This one seems to be most likely fingerprint reader. I don't know. It's going like right there. Interesting. Anyways, this video isn't a complete disassembly or diagnosing random stuff. So let's go ahead and start removing these screws. So there's 3. There's 2 next to the USB-C port. Okay, again, keep the screws in order. All right, and then we got this one here. So there's a 3rd screw here. Okay, so we got those 3 screws out. Let's see if we can pop this up. So get underneath, kind of wiggle it. You can see where I'm prying from. Okay, and there we go. This port actually came out relatively easily. So we're gonna flip it completely. It feels like there's adhesive stuck to it. Maybe they got some adhesive. Okay, so here's the old port and here's the new one. Is there anything different that I can see? This one, the replacement has a little dot on this NA thing. I don't know if that's a mark for them to know that it's their piece. So this looks okay. All right. So the parts do look the same. The little contact pads, everything seems to line up. Just want to make sure everything looks about the same, and they do. I see all the same little capacitors and resistors and everything. There's a tiny little thing at the bottom there. I don't know if it will even focus on that. Probably not. I don't know. Focus on it. It's not going to focus on it. Wait, what is it doing? Why is it... Let go. Stop focusing on random stuff. It won't focus on this for some reason. There you go. Okay. Anyways, so let's go ahead and install this and then see if it works okay. So you just got to get it underneath these connectors again, and this goes back into that same spot. All right. There's this raised mounted screw hole, so make sure that you don't accidentally smash it down on top of that. Also make sure that it has that little red rubber ring there. Okay. So this goes in. See, if I just try and push it down, it's not lining up with this screw mount. Let me actually zoom in a bit more here. Okay, so it's not zooming in. I mean, it's not falling into that. So you need to make sure to get that all lined up when you drop this down. Okay, very important, because if you try and screw it down without lining everything up, you're going to destroy the replacement port. Okay, so this seems to be a little tricky. Come on, get in there. I mean, it was tricky to get it out. It had to go in at this weird angle here. So I think because you see these little contact points here, it probably needs to connect to under here. Yeah. Okay, so it needs to connect down there. So that's a little bit tricky. Let's see here. We get this back in. So line that all back up. Go in at an angle there. Pull that down. Yeah, it doesn't want to go in easily. Maybe I'm going to take these out just to make it so they're not in my way. So let's go ahead and remove these completely, just so they're not in the way while trying to adjust this thing. Okay, so get that in. You need to push it down pretty hard to make sure it lines up and goes into place. So pull that in. Oh, very hard. Let me see, sorry. Yeah, it's really hard to get this lined up and into place. I don't think there's any adhesive or anything in the way, so I don't know why. It's just difficult, I guess. Line it up, pull it down, push it down. Come on, jeez. Okay, I think that's in. You just have to pull it really hard, I think, because now it looks like it's in place. All right, everything looks in place. So let's go ahead now and put the screws back in. Okay, so we had the 3 screws at the bottom here. Good. Get this one here. All right, and then the last screw here. All right, those screws seem to go in well, so we should be okay. Let's go ahead and put these cables. So you plug in the sub to here, okay? Make sure you line it up. The way you know is if you move it around, you can see now it's caught on there, and then click that down. Right, then we got the second one here. And this one also says sub, super tiny. Line that up, move it around till it gets caught, and then push it down. Okay, just like that. All right, now we're gonna plug in the main portion. Make sure it's lined up and click that down. Same thing with the main portion here. Line that up and click that down. All right, pretty simple, right? All right, you got the battery connector as well, obviously. Line that up, click that down. And also, if you're wondering, we didn't have to take out all these screws from up here, okay, to do this charge port replacement repair. So now we just got to get this piece to line it back up and stick it back down. Pretty simple. Okay, so this is all adhesive. I would recommend kind of, if it's curled up like this, that you curl it back down. So when you stick it back, it's going to stick back on its own. Okay. We do have to put this bottom piece in first. So this one, you kind of have to tuck it at an angle like this. All right. So make sure you go in at an angle, just like this. Make sure that tucks underneath here. Okay. And then push it down. All right. And you heard this side, it clicks into place. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and stick this on top. So just line it up. You do need to take out the ones from these corners, but you don't need to take out the other ones, okay? So let's go ahead and start from the top here, get the screws back in, all right? Starting here is where you would take the screws out and down, okay? So you didn't have to take out this top corner one. Okay. And then we got these 3. You didn't have to take out this one. I hope I'm putting these back right. Okay. You make sure here. Yeah, make sure you don't put it in the random holes, okay? So that one. And then this one. And then we got this one over here. the way you can tell is if you move it around, you can see silver in the hole, and that's how you know where the screw needs to go. Okay, so we got those. All right, and then we got these two here on the side, so you would need to start removing these for this if you were replacing yours. So this one, and this one. Oh, this feels like it didn't click all the way down or something. There we go. Make sure you click that all the way back down. Okay, get that screw in. All right, then we got these three here, so we're gonna remove those. Got this one here. And then this one here. This one here. There we go. Then we got the ones all down here. So, oops, at the bottom here. So I'm gonna start with this very bottom corner one. Again, make sure you're not putting them in these random holes or you can destroy your phone. Okay. Got this one. Make sure you're putting it into the ones that have the silver screw threads. That one, this one, okay, this one, and I'm going to test it with my battery charger that was having trouble earlier, because if it works with that, then we should be good to go. All right, and the last screw here. All right, the customer was having also problem with their using a, what do you call? Headphone, USB-C to headphone, or USB-C headphones. Okay, so now we just gotta line all of this back up. Smush it back down. If you destroyed the adhesive, you might have to put new adhesive, but this looks like it should be good. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this tray back in. Okay, just like that. Let's go ahead and test it by plugging in my little battery charger. So right now it's not on. If we plug this in, the battery is lighting up. Let's see, is it gonna turn the screen on its own, or do I need to turn it on? I don't know. Nothing's happening. All right, let me manually hold the power button to turn it on. I hope I didn't, okay. I was like, I hope I didn't forget to power on anything, but there you go. It's turning on. We're gonna have to see if this will charge up the phone. We'll wait till it starts up, and then I'll be back. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I'm back. It doesn't look like this is charging it, so I wonder if something else is wrong with it. You see that? Maybe their cable is the issue. Huh. Let's try another USB-C charger. Let's try this. It charges with this. This is a MacBook charger. Seems to work perfectly fine. I did replace the right one, right? Yep, this is the old one. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to let the customer try their headphones now to see if it works. Because other than that, the charge port was replaced successfully. It's charging fine with the, or this, actually, no it's not. What? Huh. That's very strange. So I don't know. That's how you change the charge port, but for some reason it's still not working. So it might be the cable itself that's bad. I'm gonna have to look into that, and then we'll see. It might be one of those little cables that plug into the, that connect this to the main board. So I don't know if it's the bigger one or the smaller one, but for some reason it's having the same issue. So yep, I'll have to figure it out, and then I'll let you know. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, again, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. All right, if you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Let's drop this. Bye.